There's a machine under Toronto, a big one. It stretches under a blower like the back of some silver whale, and it hums and hums. I rehearse on the train. I read lines under my breath and hope no one notices. I monologue to the window reflection. I imagine versions of myself walking into rooms, being chosen, being the true me. But then I'm too tall, too pale, too tan, too green-eyed, too curly-haired, too something. But still, I rehearse, because it's the only part of me that's mine. I'm always riding it back and forth, downtown, uptown, to rehearsals, interviews, auditions, and on grocery runs. And most days, I let my thoughts float out of me. Stories, half-finished dreams, little characters who ride with me. They all spill out onto the seats, into corners of the cars, onto strangers' jackets, and into their purses. The subway takes them in. It doesn't judge them. It just moves, steadily, like it always has. There's Jill, in her yellow turtleneck. She grew up picking apples in a town I've never been to. Now she lives in the city. She misses the trees. She misses the stillness. She doesn't eat apples anymore. There's Jeremy, in his long coat. He says things like, "They just don't get me." But each breakup slips in deeper, carving quiet wounds and cracking the porcelain. He used to write short stories about time travel. Now he just rewrites his cover letter. Kaz and Amy, in the puffer jackets, moved here from outside Delhi. A Facebook post told them Toronto was magic and full of opportunity. Now Kaz washes dishes overnight at a hotel, and Amy, 4 months pregnant, hasn't left the apartment in a week. They sit close together, always touching, fingertips, elbows, knees, neck, touching tight. A few seats down is Brian the lawyer, in a black suit that smells like stale cologne. Maybe he used to believe in justice. Maybe now he just stares at his reflection in the window, wondering how many more years. Last week he watched a mother cry and didn't feel anything. He thinks about that a lot these days. Beside him's William in a tight turtleneck, with a bag zipped, always still on his lap. His brother died 2 years ago. Suicide. Now William lives with his parents who don't speak about it. He rides the train to work and back. He hasn't laughed since the funeral. Not because he doesn't feel anything, but because he doesn't know how to start. Amy, another Amy, in a red tank top, who's moved here to be an actress. She hasn't booked a single role. She rehearses on the train too. Her eyes dart between script and her phone, switching between English, French, and Italian on Duolingo, hoping she'll land something somewhere, someday. She calls her dad every Thursday and lies about how it's going. At the end of the car is Basil, in the green jumper. He left the city 5 years ago and came back hoping it'd feel like home again. But everything's different. Everyone's gone. He used to love the island, Ontario Place, the chess players at Kensington. Now he rides the subway to feel something familiar. Sometimes I see old lady Jessica, but not today. Her hands tremble slightly when she holds the rail. She's wearing her husband's coat, even in spring. I've never seen her husband, but she still talks to him on the train. In whispers she hopes he can hear. And me? I don't know. I rehearse. I apply, I ride, I think too much, I hope too much, I float between stations, between plans, between selves. And the subway carries me. Not forward, exactly, but through. Through whatever we're holding. Through days that feel heavy and nights that come too fast. Through silence and repetition and the soft questions of what now? And there's no grand arrival, no applause, no big moments. Just 100 people breathing quietly together, in motion. And you know what? That's enough.